All right, so listen, we talk a lot about ChatGPT and what's going to happen in the future of it. Well, in some places, they are banning it. Italy is one of those places. Elon Musk publicly asked for a 6-month pause in the developing systems. Experts citing potential security risks, including technology replacing people in the workforce. So that's more societal than security. But either way, it's an issue. Author and security advisor Justin Daniels joins us now to break down what jobs might be replaced and some other concerns that are out there with the AI platforms. Thanks, Justin, for joining us.
Thanks very much for having me. It looks like a lovely day in D.C.
It's absolutely gorgeous here for now, but we'll get to the weather report a little bit later on. Maybe ChatGPT could explain it for us, or AI could explain it for us. Let's talk first about the security issues. This is what led Italy to ban the ChatGPT and has other countries that are considering this. What's the biggest concern?
Well, ChatGPT, as I like to call it, the 4 horsemen of the AI legal apocalypse. So we can talk about intellectual property because ChatGPT has human-like responses, but it basically scrapes information off the internet so it can evaluate that. Well, if that information is copyright protected, you can have that issue. But the one that you hit on is a very important one, which is really privacy and security, meaning if it's using information that is someone's private information to ingest into ChatGPT, and then it has information that could disclose private information. And that's the issue that you're having in Italy, because unlike the United States, Europe has a comprehensive EU data privacy law. And I think one of the things you're seeing in our country is AI is the culmination of congressional inaction in some really important areas in our life, 2 of which are privacy and security.
So then if we put the focus on this country and what can be done here, or what to watch out for at the very least, is this a cart before the horse situation? Do you handle the privacy issues that already exist on the websites before you get to how AI and ChatGPT may take that and in some cases exploit it?
So I think what's going to happen here with ChatGPT, because the genie has kind of gotten out of the bottle, so to speak, is you're going to see entrepreneurial smaller companies really be forward thinking, because that's what those types of companies do. And they're going to look for the opportunities and maybe not think as much about the risks. And then when I've talked to more mature, larger enterprise companies, I mean, think if you're a healthcare company and you could be dealing with HIPAA data, they may take an approach that is a little bit more wait and see. We're just going to have to see how this plays out because, I thought about it. The Nationals just kicked off their regular season, and data analytics completely changed baseball to where they weren't stealing. People were looking to hit the ball out of the park, and the game kind of lost its humanity. And now they put a pitch clock back in. And so it's my way of saying, I think with ChatGPT, we need to wait and see what these consequences are going to be. And there will be unintended ones. All you have to do is look at social media and say, yeah, what did we learn from that experience that we can apply to this one?
Sure. So we touch on the security aspects, risks, potential red flags to watch out for. What about from the job perspective when it comes to these AI platforms, the major ones right now? In a lot of cases, there is concern that they will take jobs away from the humans, the humanity factor you mentioned. Who's most at risk for that?
Oh, I think it's all over the board. I think lawyers and newscasters and doctors and customer service people, there's that risk. But I think the other way that you can frame it up as this is yet another opportunity where technology is kind of transforming the way that we relate to each other. So there will be other opportunities to create jobs. But I think the key issue here is, will there be dislocation with the job market due to ChatGPT? Yes, it will. The question will be, what can we learn from the past? Because I think a lot of the political gridlock that we have in our country is a result of going towards a knowledge economy over the last 30 to 40 years and not having some type of safety net or way to retrain or let other people who may be being left behind participate in this knowledge economy. That, I think, is a key point that we really have to be thinking about on the front end.
Justin, I want to jump in real quick because we've got to wrap this up. But to that point, right, I mean, technology just expands exponentially in leaps and bounds. And we always wanted to have more, right? Better access, more things that technology could do for us. Will we reach the point, since we're expanding so fast, where we say, it's too much, let's go back to the old school way of doing things?
That's a really good question, because I think you're seeing that already. Like, would you want to go to a concert and listen to the ChatGPT version of Taylor Swift, or do you want to go to the concert and listen to that artist? There's certain things that as we do as humans where we want that humanity. And one of the challenges with some of technologies and efficiencies is I think it's taking the humanity out of things that we just all really enjoy.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about for sure. I appreciate you joining us this morning, Security Advisor Justin Daniels. There's information if you want to learn more as we break down more on ChatGPT and AI platforms.